you look at this and you think, could it be that the other two are weak enough this year for Atletico Madrid, or are Atletico stronger than they were then? I think the answer is probably yes. We have a tendency at this point, just before the season, of looking at everything in terms of the signings made. And obviously with Atletico Madrid, that's one of the reasons why we think they look really strong, because it does feel like they've added players who are really quite interesting. Rodri's very interesting, Lamar's very interesting, Adan as a backup goalie gives something, Arias as the new right back, Gelson Martins is a very interesting signing as well. But in a way, maybe could it be that what's happening at Atletico is not what's come in, it's the stability they've got. It's that Griezmann didn't go. All right, Gabi's gone, but the Griezmann didn't go, Simeone didn't go, and the clarity of what they want to do, presumably, I would say at this stage, is greater than any other club has got. In terms of, you know exactly what it is you're after. Admittedly, and to repeat something we've talked about before, they've tended to sort of evolve and then evolve back again in the last few years. Should we be a bit more expansive? Maybe not. You do wonder always with Atletico Madrid whether in a league season there's a risk that they drop too many points from not winning games rather than necessarily losing them. So maybe too many draws when a draw in a season where there's a lot of points going really is a bad result. But they do have the creative talent now. Costa obviously and Vitolo, who are now not going into a second half of the season only. They've now had pre-season and so on. The only doubt, I guess, would be that sense that but when you bring creative players in, when Atletico Madrid do, it doesn't necessarily always herald a creative approach, and it might not be that that's what's good for them anyway.
No, exactly, absolutely.
But I think they're genuine contenders. Yes.
I think we've also spoken on previous podcasts this summer about the potential side issue for Atletico Madrid this season, with the Champions League final being at the Wanda, and they might prioritise the Champions League. Although, really,
if you're Atletico Madrid, I think in a way you can't let any competition go. Exactly. That said, they would surely look at this and think, you know what, the Copa del Rey? Yeah. The Copa del Rey is for our B team. If we don't get there, we don't get there.